Today I'm going to give you the fastest way to improve your Bible reading. Well, hey guys, what is up? I'm so excited to be back with you guys today talking about how to get more out of your Bible study, how to read the Bible better, and specifically today I'm going to give you what I think is the quickest way to get better at your Bible reading. And I know we live in a time of like gimmicks, and I don't want to make this a gimmick for reading the Bible. To get good at reading the Bible, it's going to take time. We've talked about this on this channel, that you have to read the Bible consistently. It's a skill that you have to develop. And so I am not downplaying that at all. Like, you need consistency, you need time. You can't beat those things. That is the formula to success. But if you do want to see faster improvement in your Bible reading, there is something you can do that really will speed up the process. And I hinted at this in my last video, the 5 C's for effective Bible study. And this is to ask more questions. I know this sounds simple, but honestly, do it and you will get so much more out of your Bible reading. Because so often you're reading through the Bible and there's things you don't understand and you just go right past it and never take the time to ask, like, wait, what does this mean? But if you do that, you would learn so much more. And then as you learn things about certain parts of the text, certain books, certain passages, that'll inform your reading of other parts, and it'll be like a little snowball effect. You'll get more momentum. You'll learn new biblical ideas, theological terms, places, people, significant events, and then that informs other things. You begin to understand more and more. And so that's my advice to you. Ask more questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and use different tools you have available to you. Use study Bibles, use Bible dictionaries, atlases, the internet, the commentaries, all these things. They can really help you. So I wanted to demo this real quick. Like, what does this mean to ask more questions? I'm just going to read the first 5 verses of the book of Ruth. I was recently doing an assignment for a class here at Moody, and we're going through the book of Ruth, and we had to come up with lists of questions. And what do you know? It's so easy to do because there's so many things that you don't really know right off the top of your head. So here it goes. Ruth 1. In the days when the judges ruled. There you go. Your first question. Wait, who are these judges? Wait, there's that book of Judges, right? Okay, let me cross-reference there. There was a famine in the land, and a man of Bethlehem in Judah. Well, where is Bethlehem and what's Judah? Where is Bethlehem in Judah? And he went to sojourn in the country of Moab. Moab, what do I remember about? Didn't the Israelites fight them? Where is Moab? Is it hard to get to Moab? Like, all of a sudden you're beginning to enter into this narrative. Was this a hard journey? Was this was this a scary thing? What was Moab like in the time of Judges? It says he and his wife and his 2 sons. The name of the man was Elimelech, and the name of his wife Naomi, and the name of his 2 sons Mahlon and Chilion. And then you can remember, wait, right. In Hebrew, don't a lot of the names have significance? Well, I wonder what their names mean. And look it up, because you'll be in for a treat when you Google the sons' names and what that means. And they were Ephrathites. And who are the Ephrathites? From Bethlehem and Judah. And we looked up where that is, so now we're finding that. They went into the country of Moab. Moab, we looked that up, and remained there. Now, why would an Israelite go? There was a famine, but were they even allowed to live in another country? Maybe I should look that up. But Elimelech, the husband of Naomi, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. These took Moabite wives. Hold up, were Israelites allowed to marry Moabites? We begin looking back into the law, and now, the law actually has significance. We're seeing it play out in a story. And so is this a neutral thing that they married them? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? How's that setting up this story? The name of the one was Orpah, and the name of the other Ruth. They lived there about 10 years. That's a long time in a foreign country. And both Mahlon and Chilion died, so that the woman was left without her 2 sons and her husband. Then you begin asking, what would it be like for a woman to lose her husband in this time? Who would take care of her? And if her sons died as well, what kind of state was she in? Who would be left to take care of her? And what happens to these women? And so begins the plot tension of the whole book. And as you go, there's so many things like that. It talks about their journey from one place to another. It talks about the laws of redeeming and the kinsman redeemers and all these things, and the barley harvest and threshing floors and all these things. And if you're like me, you actually don't know as much as you thought you did. But as you begin to ask these questions and answer them, the text comes alive and you learn more. And if you want to go in depth in your Bible study, the quickest way and the best way to do that is to ask more questions. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was short and easy and not the most groundbreaking idea, but if you put this into practice, it will really make a big difference in your Bible reading. So please, I encourage you, give it a try and see how it can produce fruit in your time of Bible study. I think it'll really make a big difference. If you enjoyed this video, I'd encourage you to click like, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought, how it goes when you do this. And if you haven't already, I'd encourage you to hit subscribe to become a part of what we're doing here on this channel. Here on this channel, we're a community of people passionate about the beautiful simplicity and transformative power of the gospel. And we're out to talk about life, Jesus, and the journey of faith in a real, honest, and open way. So if that interests you and you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to hit subscribe to become a part of this community. It's a joy for me to make these videos, and I hope they're a blessing to your life. Until next time, be on the lookout for more videos, and be sure, most importantly, to go out and love God and love others, because truly, above all else, that will change the world. Peace. Love you guys so much. See you next time.